You and her. Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, Mark and Mark Stero. Still nursing a cold. It's on and off. It's kind of annoying. But I'm doing what I can. I just noticed that. Well, I didn't notice, but some people out there, they'll be wearing that fake Adidas 2 stripes. See, this is the real Adidas. See that? 3 stripes. And it's not dirty like yours either. You should check yourself before you go online. You got crumbs all over your shirt right here, Check yourself. Check yourself. It's amazing people like to talk shit about everybody else, but they're not presentable when they come online. Oh boy. It's okay though. You know what type of person you are. It's very windy here tonight. It's supposed to get up 30 to 40 miles an hour. You might hear noises in the background. She's a Vindy. You know Vindy? In Bermuda, we say, hey, it's getting windy out there. It's getting windy. You know Vindy? Hey, Becca. Meow, meow. I'm here now. What's going on? Did you clean your car? I need to clean mine too. I ain't gonna lie. The spirit looked at my car. They'd be like, what the fuck? I can't even fit in here. This guy's got all these damn tools and shit in here. Yeah, I don't blame you. Here it's windy as fuck. Hey, Davik, how you doing, bro? Happy Friday the 13th. Yes. Somebody put that up on their thumbnail. Friday the 13th. Oh my god. You know, I never watched any of those movies. I never watched Freddy Krueger or any of that shit. I've never been like a movie person. The only movies I watch, I'll never watch horror movies or anything like that. I saw clips here and there when somebody was watching them, but I never watched the whole movies, none of them from start to finish. Hey, Jesse Wu, what's going on, sweetie? All right? But yeah, I'm not really a movie person, especially horror movies. But if I watch, I like watching like Rambo and like old war movies and shit. I like Sylvester Stallone movies. I like Transformers a lot. Can't wait till the new one comes out. I liked a lot of the miniseries that used to come on TV, like Airwolf and all that shit. That's way back. You got to be like 40 something to. Oh hell no. No. Bambi. I saw Bambi when I was young. No. But yeah, I'm not really a movie person. I like watching sports. But I watch like miniseries and things like that. One of my favorite shows right now, and has been for the past few years, has been Wicked Tuna. You never watch Airwolf? Oh man, Airwolf is the shit. Airwolf, Blue Thunder, Tour of Duty, MASH. I can name a shitload of them when I watched when I was young. I know you get distracted because you be looking at, these, and you be looking at the guy getting mesmerized and shit. I know you. Or you be eating, munching on shit, and distraction, and your phone will go off. I know you. I know what you be like. I couldn't. The last movie I watched, I can't remember what it was, but it was some. The hell was that movie called? I don't know. I can't even remember the damn name of the movie, but it was a pretty cool movie. It was like some guy was like some guy got framed, and then the guy got framed, and then he ended up like taking all this money that he robbed from the banks, and then he wanted to clear his name. Then he ended up telling some crooked cops where the money was. Can't remember what damn movie. I just saw it the other day, but I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. But it was a pretty cool movie. My sister said, "Why don't you watch this? This is right up your alley." I'm like, "All right, cool. I'll watch it." Roger Rabbit. I used to love Roger Rabbit. Yeah, exactly. I remember I would say like 20 years ago, I watched that movie, Hidden Dragon, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, whatever the fuck it's called. And I saw like all those Asian people flying through the sky and from roof to roof and shit. And it had like the captions on the bottom and all that type of trash. I watched that with my girlfriend one time. And I was like, what the fuck are we watching, sweetheart? I can't watch shit like this. This is like the dumbest shit I've ever seen. She was like, you just don't like movies. You hate movies. Just watch it. No, it didn't have Bruce Lee, no. Bruce Lee movies are cool, but This is like all women in it. There's like a lot of women fighters. Like the two main characters were women fighters, and they were like jumping on roofs and shit, and it was just crazy shit flying through the air. I was like, what the fuck am I watching here? I was like, no thanks. Yeah, you know, she was pissed. No, no, sorry, no. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you, but anyway, I've never been like a movie type of person. Movies are so full of shit. Um, Probably one of the most confusing movies I've ever seen was probably The Matrix. That was confusing, stupid, and I was like, what the fuck am I watching here? I can't watch movies with bullshit in it. Yeah, corn up. See? Jesse be talking pure shit in here. I'd rather watch Pornhub than watch damn movies. That's what I tell you right now. Yeah, the Matrix is a good movie. I agree, but it was confusing when I first started watching. I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" Then after I watched it for a while, I was like, "Okay, I get it." I don't know. It's got too much bullshit in it. You know, where your boy was going like this and dodging bullets and all that bullshit. Like that. That's when like I kind of like I was like, "All right." I know it's a movie. I know it's bullshit, but it's like that's kind of extreme now. Like, okay, next. I know I like watching real shit. I don't like watching too much fake ass shit. But the only movie that I really like a lot, which is bullshit too, is Transformers. But Transformers is more based on like, you know, Transformers, where you know it's bullshit, but it's good bullshit. It's actually good bullshit. You know, you actually like, see the Transformers and shit, and they do their moves and they do things, and then it's like a constant battle and constant action. It's fun. I like watching movies like that. Your favorite movie is Goodfellas? Yeah, I haven't watched that. Power Rangers, I watched that with my nephews back in the day. I thought that was a little bullshit too, but I did watch it. When my nephews were young, we used to watch Pokemon all the time. I used to really like Pokemon. I used to sit there and watch it with them, and I used to like do like the noises that they used to make. So they used to crack up and shit like that. I used to hate Elmo because they used to love Elmo so much. And now I love watching Elmo get dissed on TikTok. That shit's hilarious. Blade Runner 2049, no. Really? He was locked up with a Power Ranger. What the fuck? Now I've heard of Blade Runner. I've heard of those movies, but I haven't watched them. My youngest sister, she watches movies all the time. Like she's a Netflix junkie. Every weekend she watches like 2, 3 movies, or she's watching like some series on there or some bullshit. Um, your left ear keeps ringing. Oh, that's because your right ear is jealous. You gotta like slap your right ear, to make it yeah, answer it. See, if it keeps ringing, then answer. Or you slap your right ear to make it jealous. Mr. Matrix is calling. Hey, there you go. That's a good answer, David. There you go. Matrix is calling you. Usually when your ears are ringing, Nah, I ain't got no ruin in hell no. Don't wish that on me. Now I've got a nasty cough, and it's only for the last couple of days I've had a cough. It's definitely not ruin. I got tested. I don't have ruin. I've been doing everything I can to get rid of it. I've been taking cough syrup, cough medicine, honey, ginger tea. I've been doing a lot of shit, but it's just not working. It does not work. Calling you by an extended warranty. There you go. See. Do a line. No. Fuck that shit. I'm just. You want to know what Jessie looks like when she goes out into the forest? You want to see what Jessie looks like when she goes out into the forest? This is what she looks like. No, she's not dead. She's not dead. She's just smelling flowers. She wants to get grounded. I wouldn't show you a dead person online. Come on. Yes, you do. You know you do. That's what you do like that. I know you like that. I bring out this deck today, but it's kind of a gothic chicken guy deck. You're on your iPhone too. I didn't even know that shit exists. It's good. I actually got the iPhone 14 this week. I got it on Monday. I can't believe I actually got a new phone because I didn't want a new phone at all, but I had to get one because there was no updates. It kept acting up. So I was like, oh, well, looks like I got to get the newest phone. 5 years from now, I'll be like iPhone 20 and I have to upgrade again. Yeah, Team Android. Yeah. I would have got an Android, but I have to change everything. I ain't about that life. I like my iPhone. It's cool. Jesse says I'm on my flip phone. You know my dad still has a flip phone? He be like walking around and then he'll like be talking to me here. He'll come watch the game and he'll be on the couch at halftime and he'll go like that. He'll go like this. And he'll look, he goes, okay, your mama didn't call me. I said, okay, yeah, cool. I mean, it rings, he doesn't even know his ring. I'll be like, Dad, your phone's ringing. Okay. Hey, Bronny, how you doing? I still have my Razr flip phones from years ago. I still got the SIM card that went with it. I still got the charger. I still got everything. You want a message? Yeah, sure. I'll give you one. I'm actually using my Blessed Be deck today. It's like got gothic women on it and all sorts of crazy things. But I'm not saying gothic women are crazy. Don't twist my words. Okay. Number 40. Couldn't tell you last time I used this deck. It's got a lot of big words in it, so I have to watch out for myself, you know. All right, Brownie, your card is a blessing to ease loneliness and bring companionship. And this says, this is a blessing for when we find ourselves without those touchstones of our humanity, our friends, and our companions. A period of loneliness, quite different, or solitude can take place for many reasons. In your case, your mom's gone, so you're kind of missing her. So this is what the card means. We can move away, or lives can change or be reshaped, or suddenly the space we found each other has been closed off or absorbed by others. Sometimes we isolate ourselves, unwilling to be a burden to others, and some are born into shyness and paralyzing social anxieties that make the seeking of friendships a terrifying thing. So the blessing for you is when you feel alone, let there be that call, that note. All right, back in no problem, sweetie. Hey, Violet, how are you? So, Brownie, this is saying, let the loneliness begin to break, like clouds slowly moving apart, and the great heaviness of isolation begin to be lightening by loving companions, humans and otherwise, until you return to the place where you know you have within your life those who care for you. And without presence, their life seems to be less bright. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm just I just got a cold and a cough, but it's nothing serious. I'm all right. I'm just trying to fight it off with some vitamin C and medicine and all sorts of teas and stuff. It's kind of working, but still got to keep fighting it. But otherwise, that I'm okay. So, Brownie, this card is pretty much saying, you know, even though you're lonely and you want her companionship, just know that it's still a blessing that you have her next to you in spirit. And like the card shows, you know, even though you're alone, when you go out into nature or something like that, just think of her. You're welcome, Brownie. She doesn't want you to be lonely. She wants you to know that you still have her in spirit and she'll always be by your side. And I tell you that all the time. I tell everybody that. I was actually in Becca's room earlier today, and all of a sudden her mom appeared to tell me that, she was around her son and making sure he was okay. So it's pretty cool. Sometimes we don't realize that person's around, but they come around. They're around more than you think. You just got to ask them. You got to acknowledge them. Once you acknowledge spirit a lot, they'll be around a lot because they really want to be acknowledged. Just like how in real life, if you don't call me, then I'm going to think you don't care about me. If you contact me, that's it. Yeah, I know. It's okay, sweetheart. You don't have to be sorry or anything. I just like reminding you that, even though when you feel lonely or you feel, like you miss her, just keep thinking about all the good memories and just know that she's right next to you. And I don't think she'd rather be anywhere else but with you. And remember, last time we checked her in spirit, she was around other people, her family members, which made her very happy. So she's happy in spirit, She's really happy because she gets to reconnect with people she hasn't seen in years, and she can still be here on earth in spirit. So it's a great thing. I think that majority of us have to really believe that that exists and that really happens. And I prove it all the time. But some people There's a guy on TikTok, he said that the Bible says that you can't see spirits and all that shit. So I'm like, well, if you read the Bible, moron, and you listen to that, what do you think Jesus is? So how can we praise Jesus in spirit and you're preaching about him and we are praising and talking to him in spirit? So how is that not possible for me to see spirit and connect with things? So these people on TikTok make me laugh. They just say anything. Oh yeah, definitely. I was listening to this guy. There's a lot of people that say that mediumship is bullshit. It's not real. It says they preach something that was in the Bible that said that you can't see spirits, and if you do, it's demonic shit. And I'm like, whatever, man. You people don't know what to say. What it is certain people. My belief is this: is everybody is not going to go to heaven. Everybody's not going to go to hell. Not everybody is going to want to come back to earth. Not a lot of people want to be a spirit and be shown. A lot of people just want to just be nothing, you know? And I think people have a choice when they die. I really do. I think people have a choice. And, whether it says it in the Bible or not, my belief is when you pass away in your physical presence, your spiritual presence gets dealt with. It's either, you repent or you don't. Yeah, exactly, Violet. And that's why when I look at these people on TikTok and on YouTube preach about the Bible, it makes me laugh because they claim the Bible says this and the Bible says that. How do you know the Bible is accurate? How do you know that Bible is saying everything true? What book in this world says facts about everything? And what book do you believe every single word that comes out of it? Of course, it's going to be, the Bible's been around before any of us, for hundreds of years, thousands of years, maybe. I don't know. But it's been restructured and redone because it's never going to be like 100%. It's never going to be 100%. Yeah, exactly. Well, when people say that to me, I don't really care because I know the truth in myself. And I'm a medium where I prove to people that I can see people that are passed away. I don't see evil. I see people that used to be next to you every day. I see people all the time. I see spirit all the time. I don't see the devil. I don't see bad entities and things like that. I don't see that stuff because I'm not meant to see that. That's not for me, But what it is half the time is jealousy. Another thing is anybody can really do it. You just have to put your mind to it and actually believe what you see. And that was the biggest challenge is once you see what you see, you have to believe it. And if you believe it and you say it, then it becomes the truth more and more and more. So then you're like saying to yourself, wow, this really is mediumship. This really is real. I'm seeing a spirit that I don't even know. Hey, Virgo, how you doing, sweetie? Yeah, I've had people say that to me too. Come in here and say, oh, tarot readings are, there's a few videos on YouTube where it says, this is why I don't watch tarot videos. Well, in case you didn't know, excuse me, in case you didn't know, there's good and bad in everything. There's good and bad in sports. There's good and bad in movies. There's good and bad in people. There's good and bad in races. There's good and bad on YouTube. There's good and bad psychics. There's good people, bad people. It's just the way life is. You can't find the good all the time. It's going to be mixed up. And people have to realize that you're going to deal with a good medium that's going to tell you everything and has a gift from God to give you the message and to relate the message. And then you're going to have bad people out there who say, oh yeah, I can see your grandma. She's this and she's that. Oh, she's such a lovely person. Yeah, well, what else you see? Oh, I don't know, but I just see that this person's that and that person's this. And It's a whole load of shit. And then you're like, okay, well, thanks, bye. But let me describe the person. Tell me what they look like. Then I'll believe you. But don't be my Instagram friend and then talk about you saw my grandma and you saw the picture already. I'm doing good, Virgo. I just got a little cough that's being stubborn, trying to get rid of it. Well, Brownie, that's something that you have to determine what you have. If you feel you are, a person who can read cards and give readings, what I tell people all the time is the gifts you have depends on what you want to do. So if you feel like, okay, Virgo, no problem, sweetie, thanks for coming up. Cool, have fun. What I tell people all the time is some people are just card readers and they just read cards and then they're content with that. Other people have a gift of seeing, smelling, tasting, hearing. It's the clairs is what they say, but I don't deal with clair. But when somebody says, oh, clairaudient, clairsentient, clair this, clair that, I don't really deal with all that. I don't really talk like that. I just think that's just another name that psychics say. I know it means things, but basic meaning, you're either, a card reader or you're a medium or an empath or something like that, whatever you want to call yourself. But if you feel you're gifted and you can read people, then you're gifted. Everybody's gifted. You just have to open your gift. Some people don't want to because then they don't know how to do it or they don't know how about doing it. You have the gift of hearing. Yeah. Hearing a name and I can describe how they are. And yeah, I know what you meant. I have a gift of hearing and a name and I can describe how they are and look at it. So I would say that, you're pretty much, if you can describe how they look and you can hear a name, you're a medium. So that's your gift. You can do mediumship, but see, I can, yeah, exactly, Violet. I can't, Violet, let me tell you, I had a big argument on here one time about clear this and clear that. And people laughed at me because they were like, Mark's making sense. I'm not listening to that clairaudient and clairsentient and clear this, and tell Claire go do something with herself. I'm not listening to that shit. A lot of people use these terms, and it's just my opinion, and I'm allowed to have an opinion, just like everybody else. If you want to, you want that clear shit in your category, you put it there. I won't. But Brownie, I would say that you have a gift of hearing, and you have a gift of describing. So you're a medium. You can do mediumship, but there's different types of mediums. There's a lot of mediums, like for instance, there's different stages of mediumship, in my opinion, and there's different stages of tarot readers too, because a lot of tarot readers don't read tarot upside down. They don't read reversals, and if you're a tarot reader that doesn't read reversals, then you're like, to me, you're half a tarot reader. Because, and this is just my opinion, there's no, I don't want nobody to take offense to what I say, because a lot of people tear the ass out of my words and my opinions, and I'm allowed to have my opinions. This is my channel, and I'm not saying I'm better than anybody else. I never ever said nothing like that or claimed that. But my whole outlook on card readers is, when you read cards, you should be reading them reverse too, because then you got 78 cards in the deck, and if you read reversals, then you got another 78 meanings that you can say. And you can describe where you can get. I've seen readers who the cards will come out reverse and put it back, to upright. And that's not right, because if it comes out reverse, it should come out reverse. Hey, Marcia, yes, I did. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate it. Exactly. So that's why I do it. Well, I can't answer that question with cards, Brownie. That's a question I can't answer with cards. I can't tell you what gift you have through cards. That's a question that I can answer by you saying you can hear and you can see and things like that. Hey, what's up, Mike? How you doing, bro? And that's the thing, to answer that question, it's pretty much what you can do. So it's self-explanatory. So you can do mediumship. No, that's fine. Go ahead. So that's what I want to explain to you is your gift depends on how far you want to take it and how far you want to deal with it. But that's the thing. You got to test it out on people. You got to see how you can read people, how you can't. If you can hear names and you can hear things, you got to test it to see if you're really actually hearing the right thing and saying the right thing and doing the right thing. You can't be something without experience and without trying or testing it. So to answer your question, yes, you have gifts if you can hear, if you can describe somebody, because that's what I do. I can hear them. I can smell people. I can see them, hear them, smell them. Sometimes I get taste in my mouth where I'm like, what the heck? And I can describe them perfectly fine. And, I get a lot of visions. I tell people my mediumship is like it's like a slideshow. It's like the spirit's there with a clicker and the slide is on the wall and they just go click, I'm here. And they show me where they are. And it's like, click. This is where I am right now. Click. This is who I'm with. This person, that person. This is what they look like. This is what they, who they are, blah, blah, blah. And then they show me a car or a house or, a bunch of trees where they are, or what they're dressed like. So it's a process that you have to go through. And sometimes when I shuffle cards, I'll get a vision out of the blue. And I'll be like, okay, let me ask you, do you have a grandma in spirit or something like that? And does she look like this? And if it's not that person, it's not always going to be, that person. It could be somebody coming in for you, coming, like, for instance, there's 6 people in here. So if I start shuffling cards for somebody and I see or I hear a spirit, it might be for anybody in the room. But usually when I'm shuffling cards for one person, it'll come out that way. It'll come out for that person. That's what I most likely want it to come out. But sometimes it's not all that because they push their way in and they try to get their attention and things like that. So I would say, Bronny, that you're probably a medium and just keep working on it. Keep working on your gift. And being a medium doesn't necessarily mean that you could, you can do mediumship through cards because some mediums don't speak English. I mean, some spirits don't speak English. Okay, buddy, thanks for coming by. Take care, sleep well. So like if you're reading somebody that doesn't speak English, you can go through the cards to get the translation in English through the cards. I've done that before, maybe 4 or 5 times in my lifetime. Because some people will say, oh, well, they're from Holland, so they speak Dutch, they don't speak English. So I'm like, okay, cool. I can't understand a damn word they're saying. Or somebody will speak Spanish to me and I can understand a little bit, but not a lot. So I'll translate it through the cards. So that's what I do. So you can always find a way to communicate with spirit through cards. So I've done it a few times on here. And, sometimes the spirit doesn't come through, but they'll give me something through the cards to explain the situation because they don't want to appear. They don't want to show me who they are, or they don't want to show me what they look like, or they just don't want to give you their presence. But some people will show me who they are, where they are, how they are. They'll talk my ear off. they'll show me all these crazy things. They'll show me everything where they are, and they'll just never stop talking. And then you get the ones that just sit in the background and be like, well, I don't know if I should talk to Mark because the person that he wants to give a message to, I'm not really happy with this person's life right now because they're doing something bad and I don't really want to talk to them. So like I get the vibe off of spirit, like if they don't want to talk to you, it's because you're doing something wrong. Just like how in real life, you piss somebody off, they're not going to talk to you. Okay, Marcia, thanks. Just got to answer Brownie's question. A sec. It's like super windy here. All right. Well, there you go. All right. So, Brownie, I get your mom here in spirit, and she's obviously watching over you. And from now to the end of the month, there could be, she's saying that, and the cards are saying that there's going to be some problems that you have to solve. You might be feeling very overburdened or pressured. Like you have to meet a goal, you have to put in the effort to get something that you want. But she's saying don't be selfish and don't do too many things like without consulting somebody or doing something. Like she's saying she says be selfish for yourself, not for anybody else. She says you're gonna have some delays here. Things can be kind of stagnant from time to time. Try not to argue with anybody. There's gonna be jealousy around you as usual. Try not to deal with that or try to not worry about who's jealous and who's not and just live your life. If you're trying to learn more things, you could be learning more things, getting more knowledge, use your common sense, use your education senses to learn more. Don't hide your emotions, be practical. And if you feel yourself feeling too restrained at the moment, then take a step back. Analyze the situation and then go forward afterwards once you feel comfortable with whatever you're dealing with. All right. But I do see her here and she's saying, to have common sense and go forward as you wish, but don't do it in a selfish way. Also, by the end of the month, there could be one of your friends that you get to know in a deeper way, in a more trustworthy way, a loving way. This could be a friend of yours that you want romance with or you want a deep feeling with. That can happen by the end of the month or in the next 6 days. There could be like a test of sincerity between you and this person. So you might be getting to find out more information about someone that you like or you want like a beginning of a friendship or romance with somebody that, that you want to trust and somebody that wants to trust you. You might exchange your emotional feelings with each other in the coming weeks or before the end of the month. All right, Brownie. But it looks good. I don't see nothing bad. Just stay away from jealous people and stay away from arguments. Stay away from like people who like harass you or talk shit and just like be a pain in the ass. Just try and stay away from people like that so you don't feel overburdened or you don't feel the pressure. All right. But it looks good. Nothing bad. Yeah. It's and that's probably why you have like hearing and you can see people and you can deal with people. Your mom's helping you. Like when you can hear things and deal with mediumship, your mom can help you more with that. Like she can open up that channel so you can see more and deal with more. Just practice. Practice makes perfect. And yeah. And that's why, 'cause she's trying to help you open up that gift, and she could be helping you do, find more knowledge and get more trust in yourself. I feel like the trust barrier there is on a high level, so it can be fine. Yeah, well, that's the thing. See, I always thought it was in my head too, but then when I started to say things, I was like, all right, cool. I'm actually not insane. I'm not crazy. These people are telling me that this is really happening. So it was like today when I was in Becca's room, I read her mom came to me in spirit and told me that she needed to clean her car. And I was like, what? I was like, I'm not telling her to do that. Like, I don't know. Her car might be clean. You're going to make me look crazy. So I was like, hey, Becca, look, Spirit's saying to clean your damn car. She's like, oh my God, Mark, I do have to clean my car. It looks like shit. And then she has a little son. And then, she's worried about him. And then I told her that, look, I could see your mom with your son at school. She's taking care of him. And he's wearing like a yellow shirt. And she freaked out. And she sent me a picture of him, what he looks like today with a yellow shirt. So things like that just confirm how powerful we can be through spirit. Because once you gain spirit's trust, they're like, okay, I know Mark's not going to bullshit my daughter. I know Mark's not going to bullshit these people, because if they know you're going to tell the truth, then they're going to give you the message. They're not going to give you the message because, because you want money, or you want like fame or glory, or you want to be some, person on TV or something. That they're not going to do that. They're going to they're going to let you see things so you can relate the message, so that person's head and mind could be eased and they can feel better when they go to sleep, knowing that they're taking care of their son or their daughter or whoever. And I'm the type of person, I'll just relate the message. It's not hard. But sometimes I'm like, okay, well, I'll tell her to clean her car, whatever, or I'll tell her son has a yellow shirt to confirm that you're not bullshitting me. I have to take that risk of saying, this is what I see. Is it real? And she's like, yeah, hell yeah. So that's it's crazy, because mediumship can be very tricky, because sometimes you think you're getting a message from somebody who's bullshitting you, and if that's the case, spirit can make you look like a fool, or they can make you look like a legend. So they've done a good job with me. So yeah, exactly. But if you deny it, then you can't move forward, because they're going to be like, oh, well, they don't believe me, so fuck them. That's exactly how they act. Hey, Jessica Boo, what's up? So the key to being a good medium and a good tarot reader is to believe what you see, and believe what you hear, and believe what you're getting is actually the right message. Because if you don't, you're screwed. You're just going to keep denying yourself, and you're going to keep like worrying if you're actually right. Even if it doesn't make sense now, it might make sense in a day or two, where people will call me and be like, remember I told you, I don't know who the hell you're talking about in spirit. Well, I went and looked at my family tree, and the person you described is this, and they'll send me a picture and be like, this is the person you described, Mark. Look at that shit. And I'm like, okay, cool. I don't know who the fuck that is. And they're like, I don't know who he is either, but I know it's my family. Thanks for telling me, and goodbye. Shit like that. But it happens with a lot of people, because a lot of people don't want to accept the fact that they have a gift. A lot of people are scared to fail. A lot of people are scared to to say the wrong answer. And that's something that I'm not afraid of. I'm not afraid to be wrong. I'm not afraid to give you an answer that confuses you, because if I'm seeing it, I have to believe it. And then it'll make sense eventually. And if it doesn't, then that means spirit was tripping and they were just talking some random shit. Or they probably gave me an answer that you probably don't want to, you live in denial with, or something that you're probably doing some bullshit that they don't like. So it could be numerous things, It's a huge process. But All right, Marcy, you said, why is my supervisor really changing our shifts, our start times? What she up to? Didn't I say something about you might be working different times or something like that? You said you wouldn't mind working in the day or something like that because people would end up coming to you anyway. Didn't I say that to you like about a month ago or something like that? About time changes and all that? I kind of saw that they was gonna do that, like change your hours or your time or put you in a different like whole hourly thing. Well, that'll be a good thing. You know, that's a good thing. That is a very good thing. At least you got away from that idiot. You ain't got to worry about her and you know. Yeah. Well, it's the retrograde, so a lot of things are gonna get canceled. A lot of things are gonna be reconstructed, redone. You know, it's gonna be a lot of tower moments. Yeah. Well, I got all good cards, all good things. So the change that she's making is for the better. It's for she thinks it's gonna be a good thing. She thinks everybody's gonna benefit from it, especially financially. Um, and the ideas that she is implementing on this whole situation is to see who recognizes whose abilities. Um, just put you in a place where you know that she's trying to challenge you to see if you can handle different times, different sections or whatever that she's gonna do. But this is gonna benefit you, Marcia. It's gonna benefit you in a good way. Financially, it's gonna be like it's gonna be like a promotion type of thing, and the results of it are going to be good. Well, that's a good thing. Um, whatever this, whatever she's doing, it's for the gain of everyone. Everyone's gonna gain from it, especially you. She's doing it so everybody is going to be safe. Everybody's going to be secure, and you're going to get the rewards from it because of your experience. And that's exactly what I see. It's going to be very active, very determined. There's going to be a lot of like initiative, and she's trying to make the initiative to make everybody's feelings be met and everybody to be okay and everybody to be happy. So that's what Lily's trying to do. She's trying to make everyone happy by splitting you guys up, making things different, making things, uh, she's trying to make the results be better than what it is now. And it's going to be that way, actually. I got all really, really good cards here, Marcia. 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, Ace of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. You can't go wrong with that. So she's not up to nothing but making sure she's not up to nothing bad. She's doing it for the benefit of the casino, the company. She's doing it for your benefit and the benefit of everyone else. So as she feels by doing this, it's going to benefit everyone and everybody's going to be safe and secure. Everybody's going to still be like a working family. And everybody's going to gain from this big change. And that's the thing, so she's going to make sure that this is a good thing. This is a good thing. You want to know what he was thinking about with what? You? You want to know what Arthur was thinking about you or just thinking about the whole situation? Well, he's not feeling and thinking good about it at all. He feels like he's lost. He feels like he failed. He feels like he made mistakes, and he felt like he could have caused you guys to lose your job or lose money, and cause a lot of emotional confusion between everyone around him. Um, he feels like things are going to be still unexpected. Um, he still thinks that he wants to like not be around there sometimes, but he's still going to hang around. Um, he's also like bringing up the past as well about how things used to be, that no longer exists. And he's looking at you as somebody who is, resisting him and not giving him obstacles, making opposition between you guys, and emotionally, making him feel emotionally unstable because you stood up for yourself and, did what you had to do. Like, he also feels like you're jealous because you're taking it out on him because you're jealous that he's around Janine and not you. Like, he feels like you're jealous, but he just feels like, that, you caused him obstacles over all of this, which he deserves anyway. So to be honest, he doesn't feel very great. And he's thinking that, I shouldn't have fucked with Marcia because now I found myself in a shitty position where, I lost this whole battle. And, I'm reflecting on this whole thing and I should have done it a different way. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I know you do. I know you don't care, but looks like, they're arguing all the time. They're bickering at each other. Even though they might seem that they're together or they're cool, they're still going on and on about it. Yeah, I think he's going to leave you alone now. And I think that Lily's changes for you guys are going to be very beneficial. You're going to see the results of those efforts come into play. And you said you're an Aries, right? Because Aries people are really going to get a lot of good luck in the next couple months. And because Jupiter's in your sign, and that's the planet of like money and success and you getting what you want, but not always from everybody. Oh, you're a Pisces. Never mind. I was thinking of somebody else, another Martian. She's an Aries. But either way, it looks good for you regardless. I could have sworn you were an Aries, but no, you're a Pisces. Yeah. It was the other Martian. She's a Aries. Yeah. I got the Martians confused. Pisces, Sun, Aquarius, Moon, and Virgo rising. See, that's good. Those are good signs. But in Marcia, it looks good though. I don't get nothing bad for you. I haven't got any bad cards for you for a while. So it looks like it's still going to be in your favor. Things still look good for you. I see that they're arguing with each other. They're bickering with each other, arguing, not agreeing on things. They're not as happy as they once were. So that's what I got, that they're not happy with each other. They're still arguing, which is good. It's good for you. That's what happens when you're, the type of person you are. You're going to get into arguments all the time. He seems like a control freak. So she probably is arguing with him all the time. I always see those two up to no good. And they're always bickering and arguing. So that's cool. I wouldn't even worry about them, Marcia. To hell with them. You're going to get your wish with you not being around them anyway and not dealing with them. So it's all going to work out for you. You just got to wait for everything to pretty much pan out and get to where it's got to go to. Yeah, exactly. But it takes, it takes us to actually make it happen. I've been telling people that for a long time. If you don't stand up for yourself and, start to change the ball from rolling in their favor and not yours, then things are just gonna continue to go to the evil and to the wrong people. I've been explaining that to my sister forever. Yeah. Yeah. I see everything being good. You got like some of the best money cards. You got the best money card, Ten of Pentacles. So it looks very good. But I can tell you that, and it'd be right. But you also have to work, right? You also have to understand that you have to work and you have to make things happen. You can't just sit in your ass and expect everything to come your way. You have to make sure that it's going to happen. It's going to happen in the right way. You're welcome, sweetheart. I always wish you the best and everybody. And I know things are going to change for a lot of good people. A lot of bad people are going to get their karma this year, and a lot of good people are going to get their good karma. They're going to get the things that they really want, things that they deserve. I think last year was hard on a lot of people. A lot of people didn't get, what they wanted, but this year it's going to be a lot different. What's going on with Arthur and his wife? All right, let's check. Why I said got me doing terror blackmail. That's what I call it. Go to sleep, David. Well, nothing good's happening between them. I still get they're fighting over materialistic things. A lot of mistakes, a lot of she knows that he has a mistress, and he knows that she knows that he's like fucking around on her and doing whatever he wants. He wants. She could also be doing the same thing as well. There's a lot of like confusion and money problems. There's no affection, obviously, between them. There's just a lot of mistakes being made, a lot of losses. I think that she's trying to get a lawyer involved in some ways. I think she's talking to a lawyer, or they're gonna get a lawyer involved. I see some justice being done here, and I think that he's all for it, and they're trying to like work things out so everybody gets what they have to get and then move on from it. There's also a lot of like opportunities that they're ignoring and decisions that they have to make, but they just fail to do it. They're being hesitant on how they're going to decide what is this, how we're going to do it, how they're going to proceed. Are they going to proceed very diligently, or are they going to like fail to realize that something's going to happen? And there's a lot of like indecisiveness between both of them. But I think that his wife is talking to a lawyer to try and see what exactly, how can she get justice from the whole situation? Like what's going to happen with that situation. That's what she's trying to do. But that's what I get. He's like holding his ground, thinking that he's going to get everything. And, he's a weirdo. I think he's talking to another man. His lawyer might be a man. So he might be talking with a lawyer or somebody that knows one. And that's what he's doing. Yeah. This is not a good situation here. I think that she feels threatened by him. Things are not really looking good with her. He's not willing to make any effort to be around her or to deal with her. He's very preoccupied about making a sacrifice towards her. Yeah, see, there you go. So he's not really like wanting to make an effort, Right, exactly. So this guy, he's just like a complete mess, And the woman he got pregnant, she's trying to like maintain peace and be cool with him, but he doesn't care. He thinks that it's useless to be with her or the baby or to even deal with them, period. Um, right now there's nothing going on between them, no affection, no nothing. I think she's just trying to stay balanced in her own home, wherever she lives. Like she feels peaceful there because he can't come there. So like she's trying to stay away from him, to be honest. Like he's not gonna make no effort to deal with her. And she feels threatened by him. And she feels like, I can't even deal with her either because he's gonna like he's bad and he's not going to do anything for me. And I think that she might not even want nothing to do with him, period. She might just have the baby and just not deal with him. So this doesn't look good at all, Marcia, with the woman that he got pregnant. She's just trying to stay balanced and stay on the up and up, and looks like she's just staying home and out of trouble. But she feels she feels threatened by him, or he's probably threatened her to not say something or to not do something or to like keep quiet about things. But she knows he's useless and he's telling her a lot of lies. Doesn't look good at all. But she's trying to be peaceful at home with maybe, her parents or whoever she lives with, or just being home and just staying away from him, period. But she does feel threatened by him, unfortunately. I feel like going kicking his ass, really. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine, sweetheart. That's fine. That's what I'm here for, is to answer questions. I have a lot of fun otherwise. It's all good. um, I feel like Janine is trying to find her own peace. I think that she's kind of happy that she's not going to be working around you. She also feels like there's no friendship with you guys, so why be fake or why talk to each other? She also feels like threatened by you because you made a stance and you said what you had to do and do what you had to, say what you had to say. She also feels like she lost the battle with you as well, and more people are on your side. She's also very she's egotistic and she's got a serious ego. Yeah, I do feel that. She feels like threatened by you as well. Like she feels like, yeah, I can't fuck with Marcia anymore. She's put me on the spot. She's not gonna make she's not gonna make any necessary efforts or anything like that to be better. She's still gonna be useless. She's still gonna be like, not willing to make a sacrifice. She's probably arguing with people about you, and she's probably argued with your supervisor about the whole situation. It looks like she's very jealous of you. I've seen this before. Like she's jealous about how you are, the money you make or the tips you make or how your table's better than hers and how you work better than her. So she feels kind of like I just get a lot of arguments around her and how she feels. She may argue with Arthur about you and say, see, you shouldn't have done, you shouldn't have, did what you did and things like that. Now, Marcia, it this way and that way. And that's what, yeah. Yeah, I definitely see that again here. So, that's exactly how she feels and how she thinks. And she just feels that, now you're a threat to her because you opened your mouth and you said what you had to say. So the best thing you did was confront your supervisor and your boss and say, hey, look, this shit's got to stop. So I think because you account for your actions and you you're a great worker and you've been there for years, they're not going to get rid of somebody that, they love and they care about and people are used to. So they're trying to make a compromise here because you and her don't like each other. They're going to split you guys up to make things better. The reason she looks like that is because she has no faith in herself. She has no faith in her life. Nothing's going right. And she's not willing to make a change. She doesn't want to change her life. She wants to stay on that same bullshit path. She doesn't care about, she feels useless, and she doesn't want to make a sacrifice to make herself better. Like she lives this false like life. Like she may tell people she's happy, but she really isn't. And the reason she looks like that is because she can't live with herself knowing what she's done. And she's not going to make a sacrifice. A lot of people who are like that, they're never going to make a sacrifice or put any effort because they're comfortable being shitty. They're comfortable being delusional. Yes, they're comfortable being, bad because that's the only way they know how to be. It's life. I've seen a lot of people like that, and it's sad because I really want people to, change their lives and be better. But some people just don't want to do it. They just want to be bad. They want to be delusional. They want to be crazy, and they want to live in the past, or they want to live, a non, just a life of no nothing. Yeah, she's a Jezebel. We got a lot of names we can call her, but I would say stupid is one of the best names for her. She could write it right across her forehead. But I got that she's not willing to make any sacrifice to make herself better. Not at all. She's not willing to make any sacrifice. Yeah, they are. And a lot of narcissistic people are being, called out, they're being tested, they're being exposed. And that's just the way it is. These people are going to be these people are going to get theirs, and that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. People are always going to be like that. Jessica, I just saw you donated. If you're here, I'll answer your question. Just let me know if you're here. Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing. See, people live in that comfortable life, Marcia, where they don't know no better and they can't get no better. So they stay with the person that they're with because they're comfortable. See, she's comfortable living the life she lives because she will never know nothing different because she doesn't want to know nothing different. See, some people are in a toxic relationship and they leave, and then they end up finding somebody that's really sweet and trustworthy and kind, and they're with them for the rest of their lives or for however long. But if you are comfortable being in a shit relationship and with a shit person and you don't want to change, then you're not going to change. You're going to continue to like the shit place that you're in. That's just the way it is. And that's what happens every time. And that's her problem. That's her fault. We can want the best for somebody, but they have to want the best for them. All right, Jessica, I'll answer your question now. You're welcome, Marcia, and thank you too. I appreciate you as well. And I see nothing but good things for you. I've seen that a lot lately. I know things have been up and down, but things are gonna get a lot better for you. Trust me, you'll be fine. Just sometimes we gotta get rid of a lot of bullshit. All right, sweetheart, I appreciate that. All right, Jessica, let me see what your question is. Do you have jealous people around you? Of course you do. Of course you do. We all do. We all have jealous people around us. Every person in this world has a jealous hater. Every single person. We all have jealous people. You know how there's diseases in the world? Cancer, AIDS, so forth and so forth. Jealousy is actually a disease too. Jealousy is a disease that can't be cured. It's a very contagious, nasty disease that people have, and it doesn't go away, unfortunately for them. I've been saying that for years because I got a lot of jealous people around me, but I don't even know what jealousy is. I can't even, I would never be jealous of anyone because I've never been that type of person to be jealous of someone. I got too much love in me to be jealous of somebody. Like, and I have so much talents and so much things that I can do that why would I be jealous of anybody else? If anything, they're jealous of me because I'm doing a lot more. So, and I don't really care to make people jealous or to deal with them. It's just in their nature. They're going to be jealous. But let's find out who's jealous. Let's do some tarot blackmail. Okay, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Yes, I got it. Yeah. I just got it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Okay. Jessica, let me see. There is a woman here that is jealous of you. And this person has a hard time understanding you. And this woman is someone who has like a lot of conflict of interest. They're very hostile. They don't want to form any union with you. Like they don't have the ability to work with you or even look at you or even want to be around you. Like they have a lot of like jealousy towards you. They don't understand you and they just want to be, they think that you're like a loner or something like that. Or they're a loner. I think they're a loner and they're jealous that you have a lot of people who like you, who talk to you, who admire you or whatever, and they can't handle that. This also could be because you're with a man that they probably wish they had, or they see you with men and they're probably jealous. Like, how the hell does she get these, BBCs and I can't get none? So they could be jealous that because you have, multiple men around you, or you have guy friends, so they're kind of jealous of like the guy friends you have, or like they could be jealous that you get along with a guy that they wish they can get along with. And this is causing them to have like a lot of conflict in their minds. They criticize you behind your back. They say, oh, she looks sick, or she looks this way, or I can't wait to hear something bad about her. I hope this guy leaves her and she leaves her miserable and she's this and she's that. So I think that there's one chick here. She definitely is jealous of you. And I think it's because of multiple reasons. It's because you're around a guy that she likes, or because you attract men to yourself and she doesn't. Or maybe she doesn't have like a good relationship with her man, and maybe it's just because of that. But I do get that this person like feels imprisoned, like they might not be able to go out like you do or do the things that you do. So they kind of like jealous of your life, like the way you are and the way you act and the way how your energy is. Because you're the type of person that comes across to me as a person who likes to have fun and talks a lot of shit. So people who like to have fun like us, talk shit and laugh, people tend to get jealous because they're like, oh, why you so fucking happy? You're supposed to be miserable, bitch, like me. And that's what people say to me sometimes. They say, every time I see you, man, you're always laughing. You're always smiling, man. What's up with you? You must be getting like a lot of coochie or something, or you must have, a lot of money. I said, no, you know what? I have my health, and that's all that matters. I'm not in the hospital dying. I may cough here and there, and I'm stuffed up, but at least I'm not dying. I'm good. And that's all that matters to me. I don't need a whole pile of coochie and a whole pile of money to make me happy. You got the wrong guy. If I'm healthy and I'm not in the hospital, that to me is a blessing of a lifetime. But Jessica, on the real, I think that like there's a woman in spirit, and I think I've told you this already. Like there's a woman in spirit trying to like they're putting in a lot of action to make sure that they influence you in a better way, in a good way. They're trying to influence you and nudge you in spirit to do the right thing, like to get on the right path, to be with the right person, to buy the right things, to say the right things, to think the right things. And don't be surprised if like, you have dreams of this lady, your grandma or whoever, like, or even like in real life, if you're close with your mom or you have a sister or even your daughter, it's a female. Females are going to be very influential in your life in these next couple coming days. I actually feel for the next 3 weeks, you're going to get a lot of feminine influences and feminine, like females that will like say, "Hey, Jessica, don't worry about that shit, girl. We got you. We got your back. You want to talk? I'm here for you." Things like that. I feel like your girlfriends are going to be very active in your life, especially in the spirit world as well. But if you have a sister or your daughter and you are very close, the relationships you have with women are going to be very, going to have a real impact on your life. But don't expect difficulties. Like, don't expect to change. Don't expect to be waiting for some bullshit to happen. Like, 'cause I know how you Cancer women are. You expect the worst. So if you expect the worst, then the worst is gonna happen. Like, worry breeds worry. Try not to expect anything worrisome. Like, just expect nothing but good things. And if you stop worrying and get on that up and up energy where all good shit's gonna happen, and eliminate you even thinking about these jealous people. Fuck these jealous people. Who cares about them? You got to care about Jessica and what Jessica has to do for herself and her child. As long as you're doing what you have to do and you do for your kid, that's all that matters. Fuck everybody else and their jealousy. Hold your head up high and realize that these people can't do anything to you. But there's always going to be jealous people. Fuck them. Jealous people are a special breed. They are a special breed. All we can do is just be like, okay, I'm going to make you hate on me some more. I actually make them more mad. I just make them more jealous. So they leave me alone after that. Like, we can't get Mark. Fuck. Mark won't fail. We can't get him. Oh, look who we have here. Miss Becca B. Miss Becca B just had her wig blowing off today. Fuck, you made me laugh when you said that shit. Talking about if I had a wig, it would have got blown off. Your Wi-Fi is spotty. Yeah, it's the retrograde. I know that's what happens. See? Retrograde's got you. Jessica Boo's here. Your wifey's here. Yeah, I'm telling you. You want one of these blessed bee cards, Becca? It's so windy here. It's like nasty. It's crazy. Can't believe how windy it is. Yeah, hey, I tell you, I'll be the priest. I now pronounce you wife and wife. I'll be the nice priest. That wig came all the way off. It's not my fault. I just see what I see. I can't see. I actually love that stuff. I like seeing those things. All right. I don't know if I'm gonna put a ring on anything. I want to. I'd love to do that one day. I'd love to get on one knee and say, "Will you marry me?" But I still have faith. I might do that one day. Somebody's daughter will get lucky. Or somebody's mama might get lucky. That's cool. I like that. I've been seeing so many angel numbers. It's been ridiculous. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I don't know what this is about, but we'll find out. When Becca sees this card, she'll be like, "What the fuck?" She's had a lot of what the fuck moments today. All right. Well, I have one if you want to try it. I knew your mind was gonna go in the gutter eventually. I knew you can't just be, yeah, Freaky Friday is today, see? I know. Back of your card is number 38, a blessing on growing older. A blessing on growing older. A blessing on repining years for maturity, wisdom, for knowledge earned through doing of sacred things, the fulfillment of magical tasks. No matter how challenging the life, every life is a gift. For as long as you can breathe in and out and see the cycle of the sun, the growing years of your life is the time of satisfaction and observation of the consequences of choices made and actions taken long ago. May you see the challenging of the body and the alteration of face and the form as the mark of the wheel upon you. And may your old age be blessed with good health, companionship, and friends who have journeyed for a long way with you. Let there be a warm fire in your home about which you can tell the stories of your life. However humble it may seem to be, may you back from strong and be straight with your eyes clear and far seeing. May your hands not ache with cold, but open wide and take the hands of the youngest and the hand of each into the other side of the life. I like that. Don't fear morality and be known the blessing of many years you have gathered. Be conspicuous, noisy, and grateful, as you'll be the most loved to return. You of the white hair and the time dapped skin and the wonders of years to come. Hey, BT, how you doing? Yeah, I know. This is telling you, like, when you get a card like this, to be honest, it just basically tells you, like, I always tell people who are young that I always love being young, but I don't mind being my age now because I've learned so much. So going through the ages, you see yourself age, you see yourself getting white hair and wrinkles and things start to look different. So this is telling you it's a blessing for you to grow older. And another reason you got this card is because of what happened earlier in your life when I saw your mom. See, your mom, if she was living, she'd be, a lot old, she'd be older, right? Obviously. I don't know how old she would be, but the woman I saw today she doesn't look old. You see what I mean? So this is saying, like, you're going to age well. You're going to age good because you're not going to have any stress or anything like that. You're not going to feel like a bad thing. This is what this card means to me. It's a blessing to grow older for you. So you might age very well. I know you're 22, but when you're 42, you might still look sexy. You might still look good. Like me. I'm going 46. I'm still sexy. I'm still handsome. They could talk about my belly or whatever. That's cool. A woman once told me women like men with big bellies because that means they like to make food and they like to go to restaurants and eat. So you'll never be without food. So you never go hungry. So I said, hey, you're right, moms. That's absolutely true. That's why the women love me. BT, you said, hello, Mark. Just to update you about my bank transaction dispute. I received half of my loss as a reimbursement from the bank. Oh, good. Interesting. It was a male banker who took care of my case eventually. Thank you, Mark. All your predictions happened. Thanks, BT, for saying that. I appreciate that. I'm glad it happened for you. And I'm glad, everything happened and you got at least half your money back. So that's good. That's a good thing. So glad it happened. I'm glad you got it. You got your money. And, glad it went good. I'm happy for you. I like to hear good news. Jessica said, I'm a dirty Cancer. I want a car too, boo. Yeah. I try to look good. I ain't got no stress. See, I ain't got no wife, no kids. So that's why I still look good at 45, 45. You know what I'm saying? Why not? That's what everybody tells me. Mark, you look the same. I'm like, yeah, but you know why? Because I ain't got no wife and kids. If I had wife and kids, I'd be stressed the fuck out. Nah, that's not necessarily true. A lot of people tell me that I don't look my age. Thanks for the donation, BT. I appreciate it. We are your parents. We're your psychic parents in your new life. I can be whatever you like. Adopt you? I don't know if I can adopt you. That might be a little sticky. People be like, hey, did you see Mark? He's got this cute little girlfriend. She got red hair. That can't be his daughter. That must be his girl. They be talking about me like a mofo. Oh my God. I'll be like, yeah, I adopted her. Yeah, right. People be talking about me like crazy. They were like, yeah, right, bro. You didn't adopt her. Where you bring her in from? Me and Jessica will adopt you. We'll adopt you. Hey, Hermana, how you doing? You all right, Oda? Good to see you. I can imagine now. They be talking shit about me like crazy. Hey, you saw Mark? He's with this cute little girl. She looks old enough to be his daughter. But, young enough to be his daughter. But, apparently he adopted her. And her child. The child don't look like him, but, it's all good. I don't know. You never know these days. They be talking about me like crazy. See, I'm an Aquarius too, like the baby daddy. They be talking about, see, I told you it was him. I knew it was him. You're doing great. Good to hear. For you, I am, yes. For you, anything, Hermana. All right, Jessica, let me pull a card for you. See what they got. All right, Jessica. Jessica's your fiance? Oh, shit. Tell y'all it's the priest. Okay. This deck It's so nice to shuffle. This card came out already today. I was hoping to get a different card. Hey man, it's the card. It's the card. It's cool. It's all good. All right, Spirit. I'm gonna sound like back. Okay, Spirit. Damn. Okay. Okay, Spirit. All right. Jessica. Your card is a blessing to ease loneliness and bring companionship. Yes, I agree. I agree, Becca. I agree. You know, sexual chemistry can be related to those things. You know, but now that other person that wanted you in a woman's sexual way, she's gonna get mad now. She's gonna be confused. You know who I'm talking about. I won't say her name, but the one that wanted you to be her wife and her her fiance. Now she's gonna get mad when she sees you talking like that. See, she's gonna end up saying to herself, "See, Becca didn't want me. I wasn't her type, but she wants Jessica." All right, Jessica, a blessing to ease loneliness and bring companionship. This is a blessing for when we find ourselves without those touchstones of our humanity, our friends and companions. A period of loneliness, quite different from to solitude, can place for many reasons. We can move away, or our lives can change or be reshaped, and suddenly the space we found for each other can be closed off or absorbed by others. Let there be that smile from a stranger or touch of a kind hand that lets you know your humanity is the same as theirs. And you'll have about the connections, you'll have about you the connections that can be rewoven. Let their gentle hands pick up and do the reweaving when they find yourself unable to perform the task, and let serendipity come to you, guiding you with the chance of meetings, places where music plays and people move, and the gathering is undemanding of you, yet surrounding you with the quality of inclusion. So your loneliness will break, the clouds will slowly move apart, and the great heaviness of isolation begin to lighten by loving companions, other people, humans. Otherwise, you return to a place where you know you have within your life for the people who care for you. And without your presence, the life seems less bright. So it looks like you're going to make a lonely person feel wanted. You're going to make a lonely person feel like a companion again. Or if you feel like you want a companion, you'll have one. So you're going to get blessed with a companion and get blessed with taking somebody out of their loneliness or taking yourself out of loneliness. All right. And whenever you're lonely, just come on Mark and Mark's Tarot. I'll speak to you. It's cool. We can talk about things. You ain't got to feel lonely. When Becca feels lonely, she talks to me too. Yeah, it's all good. When people are lonely, they come in here. And I tell them, don't be lonely, you have me. What the fuck? All right, Hermana, Ilda, you can ask your question, sweetheart. I got your donation. Thank you. I like these cards. They got sexy women on them. Kind of gothic-ish, but I'll take it. I can handle a gothic woman. That's cool. I used to date a gothic chick. She was all right. Trying to stay hydrated. Time flies. Hey, back, are you still here? Oh, you are, yeah. Go to the very beginning of my live, like the very beginning, and watch the first like 3 minutes. Watch the first 3 minutes of my live. I couldn't resist. I couldn't hold myself back. You'll understand what I said. All right, Harmony said, "What is my mom's intentions with me? You can be as honest as possible. Thank you." Oh, of course, always. All right, what is All right. Yeah, slide in the DMs, baby. You know what DMs stand for, right? Divine marking. Okay, I would say her intentions is to possibly give you bad news, to possibly like cause conflict, turmoil, or like I think that she criticizes you, or I think that she's like she might be feeling sick at times and she probably thinks that you don't care, or vice versa. I also think that she might be kind of I don't know if the word jealous, but I would say critical of you. I think she's critical of what you do and how you are. Like she might not feel like, you know, if you hear like, look at this dog, look, she's dreaming and going off her head, and her tail is whacking the great thing right there, and she's snoring like crazy. She's probably dreaming of food as usual. Anyway, back to the reading. I would say that your mom kind of feels that there's some turmoil around you guys, criticism, and I feel like there's an opportunity that she may have wanted you to take, but you didn't take it. And I still feel like there's some conflict around you guys. But she might, I want to say jealous, but I don't want to say that word, but she might feel like very, like I said, critical of you because maybe your life is good and maybe you're doing a lot of good things, and she probably was like, thinking that your life probably wasn't gonna be that good. So she's probably like thinking, okay, I understand she's my child and I understand that she's doing what she has to do, but like she probably thinks that you hurt her or you don't want to do what she wants you to do. Maybe you've rebelled like the great Aquarius that you are, rebelled against their parents like me, and kind of like make your parents wonder if you're actually your child. I know my parents sometimes think that, but that's the Aquarius in us. I know we can't help it. But for instance, I would say if she's sick, like she probably thinks that you don't care about her enough or you don't give her enough attention. I feel like she feels that you are someone who is successful, but she doesn't understand how and why. And like, I just think that she's, I don't know, it doesn't make no sense to me. Like, cause the way the cards are situated is, it's almost like her criticism of you is what maybe bothers you. Maybe she says certain things to you and you're like, why would you criticize me? Or why would you think that, you're like that? Or why would you think that I'm that type of person? So maybe you don't like her criticism, or maybe she doesn't like your criticism of her. you know. Oh, you want her to slice you up now. Oh, I see. I don't know what goes through you women's mind. I don't know. You could be thinking a lot of things, you know. Jessica was talking about C rings in here, and one day it's BBC, and now it's DM's Divine Markey, or D from Markey. I don't know what goes through you women's mind. It's Friday night, so I don't have. I can expect anything. Yeah. Yeah, I think, like, I didn't want to say that word because I hate saying that when it comes to a daughter and a mother, or a daughter and a son. You know, people told me the same thing, that my dad was probably jealous of me because he wasn't successful like me. But I hate to think that, you know. I don't like to hear that. I don't like to think that my dad is jealous of me, you know. But I also think that she thinks that, you know, because you're alone and you don't have nobody, that the reason why you're alone is because you can't be with somebody else because you don't know how to get along with anybody. And she also is probably jealous that you're more a daddy's girl instead of a mommy's girl. So she might be mad because you and your dad are close, and that could bother her, especially if they've been divorced. So if your parents were divorced or separated, even if they weren't, you might have been favored by your dad. So that's why your mom is kind of like has that conflict of interest and that hostility towards you, because she's like, you know what, I can't believe that my own daughter would do that, and, you know, trying to make you feel a certain way. Like there's a lot of cross desires, and, like, you know, like a lot of falseness and you know, love that was in there. So she probably doesn't feel like you love her as much as you love your dad, or, you know, she just can't handle the fact that, you know, you're doing good in your life alone. That could be the situation too. So that's what I got. Oh, really? She sends you sexy pictures like that? Hey, Kimberly, how you doing? Let me check. Yeah, yes, I did. Thank you, Kimberly. Okay, I'll answer that for you. Just give me a sec. Yeah, so Hermana, I would say that, you know, mom's kind of being kind of weird. You know, I think that she's, you know, kind of reminiscent of how things were and how things are. You know, I think we all go through the same situations with our parents and favorites and things like that, and how you treat me and how you're doing and things like that. Hey, free little piggy, how you doing? All's good, thank you. Good to see you. Yeah, so it looks like, you know, there's, you know, I don't see nothing really bad, like, you know, hatred, but there is jealousy and, like, you know, who are you, and, you know, why, you know, how can you be my daughter and be like this? Or, you know, I feel like parents hold grudges a lot, you know, things like that. Yeah. So that's what I see, you know, but that's how moms are. That's how dads are sometimes. You know, I always get that feeling like my dad is like that. You know, he probably feels like he probably wish he could have done what I did and things like that. But, you know, he had opportunities, but he was just scared to take them. But, you know, I don't envy anybody's life. But that's the thing. A lot of people don't understand. Like I wish that I was in the situation that he was in, you know, when he was my age. But I wasn't. I'm different. I choose not to be in a relationship because I don't want no headaches. But I'll take one, the right one. I got Jessica and Becca sliding in my DMs. All right. Yeah, they were separated. Yeah, that's probably why there's favoritism. Okay, no problem, Hilda. Thank you. And you're welcome, sweetheart. All right, Kimberly. All right. Let's see what I got for you, Kimberly. You say, is anything coming towards me relationship-wise? Waiting to see if D reaches out. All right. Okay, Kimberly, let's check. Yeah. All right. As far as this person D reaching out to you, Kimberly, I feel like they want to reach out, but they might just reach out to you to say hi or whatever, and they have no ambition. They're worried about their work. They're worried about they're kind of like feeling a little, delusional, or they might just call you or text you to say, to flatter you, to say, hey, sexy, how you doing? Or hey, sweetheart, I've been thinking about you, or something like that. Nothing serious. I just think that it might be some communication, but it's not going to be probably what you really want. It's probably going to be very brief, or he might ask you if you want to go somewhere, or what you're doing, or trying to find out what you're doing. All right. So communication from him is possible. In the next 2 weeks, I would say. So from now to the end of the week, end of the month, you can expect communication from him, but it's like kind of up and down. Hey, Barb, how you doing? I'm sure you look great too. We can all look good at this age, you just got to be single. I'm just teasing. I look better when I sleep. All right, Kimberly, let's see if somebody is coming in for a relationship for you. You had a bad day, just tired of jerks. Yep. I feel you on that. These men are making me get a bad reputation, because I'm not an asshole. I'm not a jerk. I just want a decent woman, and to trust and to love and all that stuff. But these men be like, making me, making my reputation bad. So it's all good. Though. Somebody will love me. As far as relationship wise, in the next 3 months, there could be a guy coming your way, but I think it's more of a person who it's a person who relies on themselves, and they will try to sell you this thing that, oh yeah, I'm a nice guy, I'm this, I'm that. But this person looks like they've been divorced, or they're lonely and they're not happy. And I think they're going to come towards you in the next month or so. And I think that this person is going to be somebody who you're going to look at and say, yeah, this person's a nice guy, but, I really would rather be alone than be with this person. So this person might try to trick you, or show you too much self-confidence. But I think the D guy, I think it's possible that he might, be the person that's in your energy more than this new guy. I see a new guy, but he's tricky. He's kind of probably wants something for nothing. He probably just wants a sexual favor, and that's it. Or he's going to try to get that from you. They're going to be very spontaneous and full of themselves. They could have blonde hair. And they could be somebody who like tries to, yeah, wishy-washy type of person, a person who like doesn't really understand you and won't understand you. So you might say to them, no, I'm not really looking for it. But this is the new person. But I still feel like the D person is going to like try to put in the effort and put in the work and try to like show you something, but they're still going to be like flattering you or trying to like make you feel good. It might tell you how beautiful you are or how nice your hair looks or some bullshit that people say all the time. These guys ain't got no real game. I have to put out my book to them, show them what to say, these days. But I do see the guy D, his energy being more dominant. Excuse me. He's gonna put in more initiative, I feel, by the end of the month. From now to the end of the month, the D guy is gonna put in some effort, but it's still not gonna be 100%. It's still not gonna be like what you really want. I feel like it's gonna be a lazy energy, like testing you out, seeing what you're gonna say, what you're gonna do, like how you react to his question or his text or his call or whatever. Like I feel like he's gonna feel you out to see where your head is, to see if you're willing to like, listen to him or deal with him. But the new guy just looks like somebody who's just up to no good. Yeah, people come between you guys. Is it another woman that comes between you guys, like his mother or his sister? Because I got another woman in the cards besides you. So it could be somebody that gets in the way and it's a woman. Or if he has a daughter, it could be the daughter. Yeah, he keeps showing up. He keeps coming up in the cards. So, excuse my coughing. Every now and then it kicks in. Yeah, it doesn't look like he is. And I think it's because of a woman, or it's because of like you said, there's someone around him where he's not really wanting to be around the place. But I still think he's going to contact you in the next 2 weeks and he's going to tell you more. But it might be about his work situation. I think his work situation is also an issue. If he works for himself, he might like be less ambitious. Yeah, maybe that's what it is then. He has to take care of work stuff. Like for instance, if he has his own business, he's got to take care of business. If he has a really good job and he's in high demand, then he's got to deal with work before he deals with you or anybody else. So there could be people in the way of, getting to you. So yeah. So I feel like he's being honest about that, about how he has to take care of things. But I do see communication between you guys in the next 2 weeks. And I see him being more, communicating and stuff with you. But I don't see like no real relationship between you and him or anybody else in the next, couple months. But anything can change. People change. But in the meantime, it doesn't look like there's anything concrete there. He works and referees elementary basketball. Oh, cool. So yeah, I see that he's a busy guy. He works a lot, but he might be like, he might be feeling less ambitious lately. He might feel like, he may be happy working and maybe happy refereeing, the elementary kids and things like that, but he's still not happy with his love life or his rest of his life. But seems like he's a very busy person, a person who is like very analytical and very smart, and he does a lot of things. He might be an Aquarius or something like that, or air sign. But it looks like he's a good man. It's just he's got to deal with things like he told you, Antibiotics is a no-no for me, but I have been drinking honey and lemon tea. I just had one like about 2 hours ago before I came on. It's not allergies, it's just like a cough that I got um from uh from my nephews. But it sometimes it's not that bad, and sometimes it just kicks in and But I've been taking medicine, honey, you know. Yeah, I don't really do pills and antibiotics. I like natural things. Antibiotics don't really antibiotics don't really deal with me that well. The last time I took antibiotics, I got worse. Me and pills don't get along. You put an offer out there. He's a Scorpio and you're a Virgo. Okay, cool. Yeah, vitamins are good too. Okay, Hermana. Yeah, I got the notification. I'll check it. Um, but yeah, Kimberly, it looks like he's got to take care of some things, and then looks like he'll contact you afterwards. But yeah, Barb, I don't really deal with too many pills. I don't like taking pills and things. You're welcome, Kimberly, and thank you. Yeah, I try to take natural things like honey, um, lemon peel, things like that. That's what I've been doing. I feel a lot better now. I mean, I'm not really sick. It's just that, last week I was stuffed up. I had like the flu. Then I stopped, my flu stopped, and now I got a cough. It's just weird. But my nephews next door, and my sister and me, we all have it. All of us got it. I was the last one to get it. And I thought I was gonna escape it, but unfortunately not. So yeah, I'm not really like I said, I'm not really into pills. I only take pills if I really, really have to. But my dad was like, "Why don't you go to the doctor?" I'm like, "No, no, I'm not going to no doctor. No thanks. You're not killing me. I'll be fine. I'm fine. I'm the type of person, I'll be fine. I just need to take natural remedies and just live my life and I'll be good. I just don't like coughing on here live and stuff like that. But it is what it is. Hey kids, how you doing? How you been? Happy New Year. I don't think I've seen you in a while. But yeah. Anytime I take pills, it's probably like I take like a Aleve or a Tylenol for pain or something like that. But not for no common cold. So before I go to bed, which is soon, I'll probably take a teaspoon of honey and go to bed. And I'll be fine. Because that like soothes my throat. No problem, sweetheart. But yeah, I usually take a teaspoon of honey before I go to sleep. Yeah, sure, no problem. I'll be around. I'm always around. I'm always around this time. I'm like the night owl. I did a pick a card reading earlier this afternoon. I'm gonna try and do more of those, but I'm not gonna do them live. I'm actually gonna do them and then upload them. So I did a pick a card for the weekend, and I'm gonna try and do it every weekend. I'm not gonna promise anything, but I'm gonna try and do like some more little readings here and there. I'm gonna probably do like all signs and things like that, like I used to do. Yeah, so my sister's been bothering me about that. She's like, "Why don't you do picker cards anymore? I really like this." I'm like, "Because I don't have the time." So I was like, "Okay, fine, I'll do it. Leave me alone." She was like, "I don't want a reading. I just want you to like, do the picker card thing." I'm like, "Okay, I'll do it." So it only took 10 minutes, so it's not a big deal. It was fine. I didn't mind. It's like the video before this one. It's a pick a card 1, 2, or 3. It should say like a couple hours ago. If you click live, like on the top, it says community live about. If you click live, it should be like the first video or the second video. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, Oda, that makes perfect sense then. Yeah, I just read what you sent me. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Sometimes I feel like that happens to me too. Yeah. But you know, the only thing we can do is stay out of people's physical presence. That's the main thing. So you're doing the right thing, Harmonic. Definitely. But anyway, guys, I've been on here for 2 hours. It's like past midnight, and I gotta wake up early so I can watch the game on TV with my nephews. They're gonna be over here at 8:30. We're gonna watch like football on TV because of the time zone. So I'm gonna get up early tomorrow. So I'm gonna go get in my bed. I can't believe 2 hours went by that quick. But I'll definitely see you guys tomorrow. I should be on around this time as well. And probably do some funny messages and things like that. But anyway, let me get out of here and attend to this cough and stick some honey down my throat. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for the donations, likes, and all that stuff. Thanks for being here, supporting me. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful weekend. And don't do anything I wouldn't do. Okay? Don't be naughty. And, pray and be nice. Have nice thoughts. And good night.